Hi, I'm TAYFIT, an intuitive tarot reader here on YouTube. I'm also a personal trainer, so my mission is to align the mind, body, soul, and spirit and lead you to the light of unconditional love. So today we're going to do a pick a card reading, but first let me grab my guest appearances. Hang on, I'll be right back. Come on, I know you guys love the camera. So today we're going to do a pick a card reading all about your pets. We're going to see how they feel about you. You guys better say you're obsessed with me. Anyways, we're going to see how they feel about you. We're going to tap into your energy and see what you could do better for your animals, what they'd like to see more of from you. And then we're also going to see how you can improve your energy through meditation for your little babies. It doesn't matter if your pet is a fish, a lizard, a furry little guy, whatever it is, there's always ways to improve. All right, I'll see you in my video. Welcome to my video. Please take a second to meditate on the piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, and pile 6. You can pause the video for a second to meditate on the piles and choose which pile you're most drawn to. Once you choose your pile, scroll down to the description where you will find the timestamps. That way you can go straight to where your pile is rather than trying to scroll through the whole video. Thank you. I'll see you in your pile. Spirit, can you please show me how pile 1's pet or pets feel about pile 1? Spirit, can you show me how pile 1's pet or pets feel about pile 1, Spirit? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles. That one fell straight on the floor. We have the Hierophant. Four of Pentacles. Let me get some clarifiers. Six of Wands, Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, King of Wands. Let me just pull a few more clarifiers to create a whole picture right here. We have the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and let me just get one more. The King of Cups. Okay, so pile 1, your pets or pets feel like you are super busy, just kind of pouring into your cup, building your life. And they feel like you're seen as a celebrity. Like they view you as a celebrity. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're attractive, you're cool. They want to be around you. But it's almost like you don't have time for them because you're putting so much into your own life and what you're doing that you're exhausted. And so they are seeing you as a celebrity in the sense that they're just looking and like admiring and they want your love and they want your attention, but they're not getting it because you're so busy and you're a celebrity. And when you do have time, you're exhausted and you just want to sleep. And this is more so like what you're just exiting out of. So this might have been the past month or past week or past year. I mean, it could last for as long as, it could last different times for different people. But it's almost like they see that you're working hard and you're working on your life and they're proud of you. But they really admire you and they really would love your attention. But they feel like you're not wanting the love that they're offering. And currently, they feel like you're traveling a lot, you're making connections, you're working with a lot of people, you're following your passions and your dreams, and you're committing to like maybe a career or a certain path, certain life path, and they're proud of you, but they just know that you're so, so busy. Like they see you as someone who is just a busybody, always getting things done, working hard on projects. But when you work so hard, obviously you need to rest, and that's why you're tired, and that's why you might not have time for them. So in the future, you're going to be making a lot of progress, maybe like signing contracts, creating this lifestyle that you've been working hard for, but it might feel a little out of balance because of the fact that you're doing so much all the time, and maybe not everyone around you is doing so much. So it's kind of like you've come a long way, but you don't really see all the goodness in your life. Like you're focused on all the cups that are spilled over, but you're not focused on the 2 cups behind you that are standing tall. And it's almost like you have so much to be proud of and so much to be happy for, but you're not seeing it because you're a little out of balance. Because I mean, you're doing so much, like you're a busybody, and not everyone is a busybody. So when you're like that, it can feel out of balance because people around you aren't like that. I'm gonna pull one more for the future. Yeah, but it's like you're creating your wish. Like this is what you wanted. This is your true wish. This is how you wanted your life to be, and you finally got there, but you don't see it for yourself because all you're focused on is the negative. And so your pets see that. They're like, what the heck? Pile 1 is a celebrity. Pile 1 can do anything. Pile 1 can do things that all these people can't do. And so you're not seeing that you've created this beautiful life and this beautiful wish, and your wish has actually manifested and come true because you've worked so hard, but you're feeling a little bit out of balance because not everyone around you is going to be able to match how you are. But at the same time, your pets aren't getting, there's an imbalance with your pets too, because your pets aren't getting the attention that they deserve and that they want. And so they feel like they see you and they're proud of you and they love what you're doing, but they also like want a little bit of attention, you know? Even if you're just like tired and you're just like petting them or near them or talking to them, you know, animals can hear you. They know what you're saying. They know when you're mad, when you're happy. I know my dogs definitely know when I'm mad, and they definitely know when I'm happy. So it's like maybe you're not realizing how much your pets take in, and there's quite a bit of imbalance between how much you're giving and receiving in your pet relationship as well. Like they want to be there for you, but you're not letting them. And so it's hard because they really just want to see more of you, you know? And they know that you're focused on your work and that you're very busy and that you're creating this beautiful life for yourself, but they just kind of miss you. And the outcome is like you're holding on to your pets because like these are yours and you're never letting go, and like you have raised them or you want to take care of them, but you've come to like this decision, this crossroads, like you're the King of Cups. You're able to nurture them and take care of them and provide structure and stability for them. But you also need to know, like, they need more than just food. They need more than just like, okay, I got you food. You're good. That's it. Like, you know, it's like you're providing, but they need more than that. They need your love. They need your attention. They need you to play with them. like, they love you. They see you as a celebrity. They're just sad because they miss you and they want to hang out with you more, and they know you're working and they're proud of you, but they miss you, you know? So I'm going to provide, I'm going to pull some cards, but yeah, I'm going to provide some advice from your spirit guides on, like, what you could do better for your animals and, like, what they're missing from you, like, what they would really like to see more of from you. So, I get it, you're busy. It's hard. Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 1? It's like you're so successful and you have the ability to provide for them, but they also need you to provide in an emotional way as well, like in a loving, like, they don't just want you to, like, buy them toys and buy them treats and, like, buy them a cute bed or, like, buy them, you know, just buy them things. Like, they need more than what you can buy. They need your attention too. Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 1 on pile 1's animals? The High Priestess, okay? What other advice do you have for pile 1? The World. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Oh. The Four of Cups. I'm going to get a few more pieces of advice. One more piece of advice. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know that you need to use your intuition and feeling like you know when your pets need you, you know when your pets need attention, and kind of use that intuition and listen to it and do what you know is right. Like, oh, I've been neglecting them. They need some extra loving. I'm going to go and, like, pet them for a few minutes today. Or I'm going to go spend some time with my lizard and, like, hold my lizard today. Or it's also to remind you that, like, the world is, like, you can have a new beginning at any time. Like, it doesn't have to be like this. Pets are very forgiving. Like, you can have a brand new beginning with your pets at any time that you want. Like, see how this is a loop? It's like, you could start this now and they're going to be so much happier. And the Queen of Cups is somebody who is very nurturing, very loving, like, takes care of herself, takes care of others, just does whatever they need. And it's not in a way that's like, oh, you're a slave to them or it's an imbalance. It's in a way that, like, you are literally taking care of somebody and knowing all their needs, and you're very intuitive in what they need. And you know, like, oh, they've been neglected, they're missing me, like, they see me working all the time, and, like, even though I'm around them, I don't really, like, pet them or hang out with them or, like, see how they're doing or talk to them. So it's like, nurture them, like, give them a bath, like, brush them, take care of them, talk to them, love them, hold them. Like, that's what they need. Like, Spirit says, like, your pet really needs this. And it's almost like you need to be careful with your words. You need to be careful with what you say to your animals, because your animals know what you're saying. They, you know, they know when it's a bad word. They know it when it's mean. They know when something has a negative vibration, negative connotation. Like, animals are very intuitive, and they can feel this energy, whether it's good or bad, and it hurts them, you know? So you have to be a little bit nicer with your words towards your animals. And then it's also just, let me pull one more card. Try to get a better idea of what Spirit's trying to tell me here. Okay. Okay, so you have to notice when your animals are trying to give you love, trying to get attention, because right now it's like you're ignoring. This card is like the idea of you're not interested in the love you're being offered. And so they're trying to offer you their love and you're just not interested and you're not paying attention. And this Fool card, like, look at this Fool. This dog is right here at this person's feet. And it's almost like, okay, take your pet with you places if you have to. Like, don't leave your pet at home all the time, or don't neglect them. Like, it's like your pet just wants to be your partner in crime. They want to be with you. They want to be around you, and they're not going to be a bother. They're going to actually help you. They're going to help you because you work so much and you're so exhausted. And pets, you know, they literally release serotonin in our brain that helps make us feel better. And there's going to be this moment where you realize this, and everything is going to change for the complete better. It's like you're going to realize that all this time you've had this pet right here that could have helped you so much along your journey, could have helped keep you calmer, less stressed, helped you feel like more relaxed and just fearless on your journey and fearless in your attempt on life, and not have to worry so much about everything. Because when you look at it from an animal's perspective, it's like they're just happy-go-lucky. Like, it's just every day is a new day, and they're gonna forgive you for, you know, maybe not paying so close attention to them. But you have to remember that there's a time for a new beginning at any point in time that you want to make it. Okay? So I'm going to pull some cards to see what animal what spirit animal your pets or pet see you as. You know, what does your pet see you as? Okay, so we have the bee. And the bee is perfect for you because the bee is like very hardworking, you know, like a busy bee, super hardworking. But it's somebody that everyone loves to be around. Like, you see this aura, it's very beautiful. It's people want to be around you. You're the celebrity, like, you're attractive. Your animals want to be with you. And it's somebody who works really, really hard. They're always thoughtful. They make sure their tasks are completely done. And so it's like, you're not, you know, you're just so busy. And they understand that. But it also shows, like, you know, the bee is very sensitive, and you're very aware of, like, your intuition, and you're very aware of small things, and you're very aware that your animals are not feeling like, you know, very connected to you. And it's almost like you just think, like, I'll do it later. It's like the last thing on your list, but now it should be part of the top of your list, right? And so it's just like you're so joyful and loving, and you want to use that energy and bring it into your pets' lives a little bit more, because it's just showing, like, you know, the bee is very busy and works hard and is really cool until they have overworked themselves. Then they're the Four of Swords, they're exhausted. And then they're like the Page of Swords, and, you know, maybe then you're like cutting with your words, and you're being like saying things that you didn't think through, and you're hurting your animal's feelings, or you're exhausted and you have no time for them. And so it's like when you're in balance, you're very content and you're vibrant, but when you're out of balance, you're just annoyed. And so it's really important to know when you need to take a break, and a good break for the bee would be like, a good way to come back into a balance for the bee would be to take a mini vacation. And the mini vacation is literally like, okay, take my animal and go on a walk outside, take a day off work, go to the beach with my animal, you know? Your animal wants to be by your side. So it's actually really cute because your animal really loves you. Whichever pet this is, your pet really loves you. So I'm going to pull some cards on kind of how to improve your energy. So there's some, oh, okay, flew on the floor. So, okay, consciousness. So this makes a lot of sense because you need to be more conscious about what's going on around you. Because your animals need you. And so you see it's kind of like, oh, like this. I have nails, so It truly doesn't make anything look as good as the pictures, but it's like you literally would meditate with your hands like this. I don't know if you could see, hands like this. So you would meditate like this, and or like this, you know, make it look like this as close as you can. Oh, yeah, nails. Nails aren't working out for me, but I will read the back to you. So consciousness, so this is like to increase your consciousness and for you to understand, you know, like what's right in your face that you're ignoring. So it assists with wisdom, clarity, and concentration. The benefits are it releases tension in your face, your throat, and your shoulders. It brings breath and awareness to the third eye chakra, and it improves your mental clarity. So the instructions: you want to bring the palms of the hands together, touching the pads of all the fingers together. Align the thumbs, nails facing forward, bend the index forwards outward, and the tip of the fingers touching to connect. I have to look at the picture. I'm a visual learner. To connect with the tops of the thumbs. Relax the shoulders down with elbows slightly away from the body. And then you're going to focus your consciousness. Your focus is going to be consciousness guides me to the true clarity and freedom. So one more time. Consciousness guides me to true clarity and freedom. So the whole time you're meditating, you're going to just think consciousness guides me to true clarity and freedom. Because you're so overworked and you're so busy and your mind is so clouded, and it's like, if you could just relax your mind and relax your body and use this little mantra and put your fingers like this, sit up straight, sit up tall, breathe for, a few minutes a day. This could really improve your energy, and you could be in a better energy, better space for yourself and for your pets, and you could feel all around better, and you could, give more attention, more energy to your pets who love you so much. So that's all I have for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for watching my reading. Please hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay. Spirit, please show me how Pile 2 pets or pet feels about Pile 2. Spirit, please show me how does Pile 2's pet or pets feel about Pile 2, Spirit. How does Pile 2's pets feel about Pile 2? How does Pile 2's pets or pet feel about Pile 2? Dang, your pet really admires you. That's for sure. How does Pile 2's pet feel about Pile 2? Let me pull a few more clarifiers, spirits. How does Pile 2's pet feel about Pile 2? Okay, let's see. This is very similar to Pile 1's energy. Okay, so for 1, in the past, your pet just sees you as like the magician. So it's like everything you touch turns to gold. You can create amazing things. You're like a celebrity. People want to be around you. Your pet wants to be around you. But it's almost like your pets are fighting for your attention. They feel like they have to prove themselves because you have such high standards maybe, and they're trying to fight literally for your attention and prove themselves to you, prove themselves to be worthy of you and everything you have to offer and the love you have to give. and they just want to be like in your attention, right? And it's showing that like currently you're really working on your passions and things that drive you in life, fire you up, give you meaning, and you're busy. And so it's kind of like you can give your pets this energy of like Wheel of Fortune energy. So that's like right here. It's like you can be a little bit out of balance sometimes. So it's like sometimes you can be super loving and super happy, and other times you can just be like pissed, or other times you can just be like sad, or other times you're exhausted. It's like you're up and then you're down, and then you're up and then you're down. It's like no common ground. Like you're not staying very stable in maybe your emotions or like how you're acting towards your pets. And so your pets are kind of like on edge. They're like, okay, is he or she or whoever, you know, are they going to be mad today? Are they going to wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Or are they going to wake up on the right side of the bed? Are they going to cuddle me today? Or are they going to just be like, get out of my way, you know? So it's like, maybe you're tired, maybe you're exhausted, maybe you're overworked, and like your passions are great, and it's like amazing that you're working so hard, but you just need to find like a little bit of a balance. And so it's showing that like you're starting this new beginning, and you have options. Like you have options whether you should go left or you should go right, whether you should choose one job or choose the other. And it's like whatever you're investing in this time and energy, it's like you're not sure what to do next. Like you're not sure which way to take, and that's maybe why you're the Wheel of Fortune. That's why you're kind of up one day and down the next, because you don't really know what to do next in your life. And you're a little bit worried about it. And so it's like showing that you're planting these seeds of commitment to move forward, and you're creating a new beginning, and you're creating this beautiful life for yourself. But you're like worried because you don't know which direction to go, and you're blindfolded. So it's like you have this fear of choosing one or the other. Like you don't know which one to choose, so you're freaking out, and it's causing you stress. And your pets are feeling your stress, and they're feeling this energy, and like they don't want you to feel like this, and they want to be there for you, but they also don't want to step in your way because they don't want to be the person who gets like pushed when they're not part of it, when they're just trying to help. You know, when like someone is really mad and like or upset, and you try to hug them and they throw you off. It's kind of like that energy. Like they're like, we just want to be here for you, we just want to hang out with you, and we want to make you feel better, but you're like, they're kind of scared. Not saying you're gonna like kick your animal or like throw them or something, but they just don't want to be like, they're like on eggshells. They're like walking on eggshells because they're like, oh, is he or she, or is pile 2 gonna be upset today, or is pile 2 gonna be chill today? Like I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna stand over here in the corner and just play it safe, you know? So that's kind of how they're feeling. And so in the future, or like the outcome is like you're gonna hit this rock bottom place where you're gonna feel like you're at rock bottom, but it's not like a true rock bottom, you know? It's like the end of something. You finally made this decision. You're moving forward, but you're moving forward to have this abundant life as the King of Cups. You have structure, stability, you have financial success, you can provide for yourself, for others. Like you're amazing, but you're not seeing it that way. But your animals see it because they're like, damn, pile 2 is the King of Cups. He can provide, she can provide, whoever, you know. The King of Cups can be anybody. And it's like you're creating this amazing life for yourself and for your animals, but you're so stressed, you're not realizing that it's so abundant, you know? So it's like this card is, the story is this person is leaving one place of safety and security to get to the next. So it's like scary. You've picked one of these paths and you're worried and you're not sure, like, is this the right path? Did I make the right decision? I feel like I'm at rock bottom. I feel scared. But in reality, like, you're the King of Cups, and your pets know that you're the King of Cups. They can see how far you've come. They can see your decision. they can see that it's going to get better. You're just in that transition period. And they understand and they want to be there for you. But they're like scared to get in your way. So it's almost like you have to kind of allow your pets to be there for you because they want to make you feel better along the way. Like sometimes I'm annoyed and then I just feel my little furry guy next to me and I'm like, oh my God, he's so cute. It's just like I said in pile 1, it's like serotonin, right? It's like you just feel so good next to your animals and they want to be there for you. They want to be there along the journey. Like think of this as you and your pet is right behind you. Like, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Like, don't ignore me. Like, I don't want to get in your way, but I want to be by your side. And like, I want to be there with you, you know? So your pet just like wants to be there for you. But your pet is also like worried that you're, you know, not going to be receptive. So now I'm going to get some advice from Spirit on like what your pets could really use from you. Like what the pile 2s, what advice do you have for pile 2 on what pile 2 can do better for their pets? What advice do you have for pile 2 that pile 2 can do better for their pets, Spirit? It's interesting because this is like so similar to pile 1. So similar. Let's get a few more. I'm like, the energy is crazy. It's very similar to pile 1. But let's see how it's different. Okay. Okay, so for 1, Spirit wants you to acknowledge the love you're being offered from your pets and understand that your pets are doing it because they want to help you and you're not seeing it. Like there's like a hand that's reaching out and you're just not seeing it. You refuse to see it and you don't understand how much your pets could actually help you get through tough times or times of uncertainty, or they could help your emotions even out and stabilize, and they could help you just to feel better overall. It's like they want you to receive this love that you're being offered. And then on top of that, it's like the Queen of Cups is all about nurturing. So it's important to not only nurture your animals, but also nurture yourself as well. So it's like maybe take some time to like breathe, take a second, like get those emotions or like bring yourself back into balance and nurture your animals in a sense of like taking care of them, petting them, brushing them, washing them, taking them on a walk. I don't know what kind of pet you have, but taking them on a walk, taking them out to play, taking them outside, like nurture them. Don't just like, oh, you're here and you don't notice that I'm not noticing you all day. Or maybe they're staying out of your way, so you're like, oh, they're fine. But really they're staying out of your way because they don't know when you're going to be up and when you're going to be down. You're the Wheel of Fortune and they're not sure how, they don't want to be in your way, you know? So it's like nurture them. And then really like hone in on your heart's truest desires in order to come to like a decision of what you want for your future. So it's like you're putting so much stress on this situation of what to do, but the thing is that you need to like go within, meditate, understand what you truly want in order to make this decision, because no one can make this decision for you. And if you're just like wild all over the place, like your energy's out of balance and you're just like freaking yourself out. It's like take a second to just be with yourself, be with your emotions, be with your thoughts, away from it all. Maybe with your animals. Literally, you could be with your animals. You could just be sitting there like petting them while you're thinking, taking a break, taking a second away from all of this to come to this decision for your future. And you'll go into this feeling a lot better, because you're going to feel like, oh my God, this is like the worst decision ever. I've hit rock bottom. But if you take this advice and you're like sitting here, you're petting your dogs or your cats or whatever you have, you know, you're holding your lizard, petting your lizard, and you're just sitting there and you're like, wow, like I know exactly what I want, because I'm actually taking a second to listen to my thoughts, listen to my emotions, listen to how I'm feeling, and understand what I want going forward. And going forward is not going to be as painful as it is right now. And so that's like one thing Spirit really wants you to know, is like hone in on your heart's truest desires and really understand what it is that you want, because you're the high priestess and you have all the answers right inside of you. But the thing is that you're not listening. You're so busy doing all of this, freaking yourself out, being high, being low, being hot, being cold, that you never get a chance to just listen right inside of you. You have all the answers. Just quiet your mind and relax. And so there's also like indication that there's been like some heartbreak or heartache or suffering, and it's like maybe that's what's causing this whole like hot and cold, high and low thing as well. And you're staying so busy, and you're like not really resting until you have to rest, and you're not really, you know, speaking your heart's truest desires, honing in on your heart's truest desires. And so there's this heartache that you're ignoring that you need to attend to. Maybe you have this pain from like a past relationship, or, you know, a death of a loved one, or a loss of a friend, or something like that you haven't really come to terms with. And it's like showing there's a lot of pain in your heart that you need to attend to. And if you can't attend to your own pain, how are you even going to notice when your animals feel this loss or this suffering because they feel neglected, you know? Because you're not in tune with your own emotions, so how could you be in tune with theirs? So it's saying you really need to attend to your heart space and understand that you have to let those emotions come up and out of your body at some point in your life. And it's better to do it sooner rather than later, because it's going to come out eventually. And then the last piece of advice is that you need to cut toxic attachments or behaviors or things that are really dragging you down. The devil, it's like these people are chained, not like they're chained there by choice. Like this is a choice. This attachment is a choice. This attachment is something you can break. Like you can break these habits by yourself. You're not chained there forever and you're stuck like this. You can make these decisions to cut these toxic attachments, cut these behaviors from your life. Maybe there's some behaviors that you do that are affecting your emotions. Like maybe you're like drinking a lot, and these put you on like a high or a low, and like they affect your emotions. Or maybe there's like caffeine involved and you're using all this caffeine every day. I'm like using it like a drug. Yeah, caffeine can be a drug, right? If you're like abusing it. So it's like you're abusing coffee, you're drinking like 20 cups a day, and then of course you're out of balance because you're not sleeping and you're not rested, and it's like messing up your chemical balance in your body, and you're just like you're on this high and low because you're not truly taking care of yourself. Or maybe you're overdoing it with certain things. Like this could even be like it could even be like food addictions or addictive behaviors or drugs, or it could be anything that you're maybe taking to the extreme that's causing you to be out of balance. And it could also be toxic people. There could be toxic people in your life that are putting you on this high and this low, and it's like you have to recognize what it is that's making you so out of balance, understand what it is and cut it from your life, or figure out what you want to do with it, because it's not fair for your animals for you to kind of be at this high and low, up and down, out of balance position, and them to constantly feel like they're walking on eggshells, because your pets like really love you, and they want to spend time with you, they want to be around you, they want to be there for you, they want to help you calm yourself, come back to like a state of relaxation, a state of peace. They want to help you attend to this heart space, this pain that you're going through. And they want to be there for you, but you're not letting them. Okay, so I'm going to pull some animal spirit cards and see how your animals view you. So we got the nightingale. So the nightingale is just like, you know, simple. Amongst everyone else, it's not trying to stand out. It's not trying to be like all flashy and like celebrity like. Even though your pet feels like you're a celebrity in their eyes, you're trying to just like blend in and like stay under the radar. And it's like telling me that you need like music, like sound healing, music, singing, like stuff like that will really help heal your wounds. Like, you know, this will really help. And your animals see you as this nightingale of like, okay, like you need some music around you. Maybe you're a musician, maybe you like to sing, but it's like, it's almost like there's a disconnect between your heart and your voice. It's like there's something that you need to say, you need to get out, and you just haven't said it at all, and you haven't let it out, and like it's stuck, and it's like you need to get these emotions out. Like they're stuck here, and it's creating this huge imbalance, and it's only hurting you and your animals. And it's like when you're in balance, you like speak freely and you're super kind and you're loving, but when you're out of balance, you're like shy and you're in this like slump and you can't speak your truth and you're not being vulnerable or true to who you are. And so it's like, in order to bring yourself back into balance, you need music, and you need to sing, or you need to play music, or you need to listen to music, or just like relax to music. Like sit there with your animals, play music, relax, you know, it's important. And so the last card I'm going to pull, not all of these. The last card I'm going to pull is a little meditation card. So like you would be holding, like while you're meditating, you would have your hands in a certain position that will help you release some of this energy or release some of this negativity. Or we'll see, Spirit, what does pile 2 need to work on his or her energy? Spirit, what does pile 2 need to work on his or her energy for themselves and for their animals? Okay. I'm like, Spirit, let me see, Spirit, do you want me to take both of these? Yeah, okay, so Spirit wants you to see both of these. So, oh my goodness, chaotic. Okay, don't worry about the ones on the floor. But these two, so 39 and 40, that's interesting. They're right next to each other, but this is the hand. This is like the symbol with your hands. And so you can like screenshot that if you'd like. On the back, it assists with spiritual union, balance, and integration. The benefits of it is it supports and balances all of the systems of the body, directs breath and awareness throughout the body, and it opens your crown chakra. Instructions: bend index fingers inward and touch the tips of the index fingers to the thumbs. Join the thumbs and the hands with the base of the palms touching. Extend the other fingers open. Relax shoulders and move elbows slightly away from the body. When you're doing this and you're holding this meditation, the focus should be, I experience the oneness of everything. I experience the oneness of everything. I'll say it again. So it's like you're holding this position, sitting up tall, shoulders back, breathing, holding this, and you're just saying, I experience the oneness of everything, because we're all connected. We're connected to our animals. We're connected to the trees, the plants, like everything is connected. We're connected to each other, and people don't realize like we're all one. And it's so important to understand like we're a collective and we're in this together, and you don't have to go through all this pain alone, you know? And next one, reverence. This is an easy hand position. Like, I can show you this one. But, so reverence. Assist divine union, inner silence, spiritual devotion. Benefits. Cultivates inner awareness, reduces stress and blood pressure, assists prayer and devotion. Instructions. Palm to palm, join the hands together in the front of the heart center, with all the fingers touching and pointing upward. The focus. I bow with reverence to the divine heart within. I bow with reverence to the divine heart within. So you just hold this position, you're meditating right in front of your heart, and you just say, I bow with reverence to the divine heart within. I didn't want to mess it up. But yeah, it's just like really, they want you to recognize like the pain that you're going through and tend to it and open up that heart and understand that you're not going through this alone. Your pets want to be there for you. They love you. They see you as this celebrity. They see you as the King of Cups, the magician, you know, like you're a celebrity, you're stable, you're practical, you're a provider. Like everything you touch turns to gold. Like they admire you so much, and you don't see it within yourself because you're so worried and out of balance because you're not focused. You're not attending to your heart and to the pain that you've gone through in the past, you know? So it's like you have to attend to those things in order to heal. And this is so important, the nightingale, like music. Play music in the car, play music at home, play it when you're at the gym, play it when you're just like chilling, play it in the shower, who cares? Like play it all the time. Like you need some music to bring yourself back into balance. And these meditation, these mudras, these will really help you. So I would love to see you do them. But thank you so much for watching my reading pile 2. That is all I have for you today. Please hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Spirit, how does pile 3's pets feel about pile 3? Pet or pets? How does pile 3 pets feel about pile 3, Spirit? Show me how pile 3's pets feel about pile 3. Ooh. This card is like a very fast moving card, and it just flung out of my hand. Spirit, how does pile 3's pets feel about pile 3? Okay. Interesting. This is like intense energy. Can you clarify, Spirit? Ooh, I almost dropped all of those. Okay. Let's see, some clarifiers. Okay, this is crazy. Your pet sees you as someone who is very hardworking. For sure, very hardworking. But also very hard on themselves as well. I can feel this energy so deep. Yeah, so deep. Dang, okay. Wow, okay, so your pet sees you as someone who is being way too hard on themselves. Like, way too hard on themselves. It's almost like you're in this transition period of, like, trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, and everything is moving, like, so fast, and you're not sure what to do, and it's like, you're doing too much. Like, your pet is like, dude, chill the fuck out. Like, you are doing way too much. Like, look at all of these swords. Like, those are way too heavy. Like, why do you need to carry all of that? It's like, you're winning, but, like, at what cost, you know? It's like you're the type of person who's working, like, way too many jobs. Or just working way too many hours. And it's like you're trying to pour into your cup and to take care of yourself and build this stability. But it's like you're just doing too much. Like, way too much. And your pet is like, what the hell are you doing? but you're like, I can do this. I can carry all these swords. I can work all these hours. I can go to school. I can work 3 jobs. I can still attend to all my self-care. I can add in some more classes on the side for like my fun stuff. And it's like, your pet is like, dude, slow down. Like, this is like the fastest moving card in the deck. It's just like so quick, like the wands, and it's fire energy. So it's like, there's no talking it down. Like, your pet would be like, dude, you need to relax. And you're like, no, I have to do this and this and this and this and this and this. And your pet like can't even keep track because you're just like, and you're doing it all, but it's like, oh, like, it's just so much. And your pet knows it's so much. And your pet wants to tell you to relax. Sorry about the car outside. See, it's like zooming off. Do you hear that? It's zooming off. That's how your pet feels when you're just like, come home, hey, and then you zoom off like that. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, I just got the whole interpretation of how your pet sees you. Like, you're zooming from one place to the next, and your pet is like, dude, chill. Like, I just want to see you for like 2 seconds, but you're like, you're being crazy. Like, you're doing so much. Like, you don't have to do so much, right? But in your head, you're like, I have to, like, more, like, give me another sword. Like, if you could, you'd probably be carrying those last 2 swords, but it's like, dude, you're gonna collapse under all that pressure. And so your pet sees this and like wants you to relax a little bit. And the energy you're in right now is like the end and the beginning. Like, you're at a rock bottom of some point, so it's like something has ended completely, but it's to start a new beginning. And maybe it's like painful, maybe it's scary, maybe like you're leaving who you used to be behind to be someone new. And you're finally planting the first seeds of commitment in your life, into your career, into what you want to do, what you want to grow into, who you want to be. And that can feel scary. Like, that can feel like you're just like stabbed and exhausted because you're doing so much, right? You're doing so much, and it can just feel like very hard, very dark. And so you're kind of going within. You're like, what do I do? What do I want? Like, I know I'm trying to plant these seeds of commitment for my life to grow and to flourish and to create a bountiful harvest. And you are creating this bountiful harvest. And your animals can see this. Your pets see this. They're like, damn, she or he or they, a bad bitch. Like, for real, like, you're getting it all done. But they're just kind of like, they just want you to chill a little bit because you're so hard on yourself. And there's nothing to be hard on because your outcome is great. Like, your outcome is amazing. Like, you're going to do great things, but you're just so freaking hard on yourself. Like, it's crazy. Like, it makes me like feel sad for you, Pile 3, because you're so great and so amazing and so awesome and like so smart and hardworking and talented, but like, and your animal sees this, like your pet sees this, your pet is like, damn, but you don't see it. And it's like, open your eyes. Open your eyes, see the beauty that you have to offer this world, because you're amazing and you don't have to be like doing so much to be successful. You can be successful by just being you. And you don't see that. Like, you want to like add more and more and more to your plate. Like, you want to add all these things, but you don't need to add everything. Like, you know, you're great already. You're like the package deal. Like, it's the person who's like super beautiful and super amazing and doesn't see themselves that way. That's you. And that breaks my heart because you deserve to see yourself that way. So in the future, I mean, you're going to be anxious and worried and freaking yourself out because you're like, which way do I go? I don't know which way to choose. I don't know if I should be a nurse or if I should be a real estate agent. I don't know if I should follow my truest passions or if I should follow the way like my family wants me to go. Like, you're at this crossroads and you're freaking out and you're losing sleep over it. And you already work so much. It's like, you need to sleep. And your pets are like looking at you like, oh my God, like, you need to rest, because they know how much is on your plate, you know? But like, you're literally losing sleep over this. And you're freaking yourself out because you're at this crossroads and you're not seeing the positive in everything because you have so much going on. It's hard to see the positive when there's so much going on around you. So you're only seeing these 3 spilled cups, but behind you there's greatness. And all around you there's greatness. There's the potential to make things so good and so right in your life, but you're just worried like that you're making the wrong decision, and you're focused on the bad and what could go wrong and what could happen that's like not going to be good, you know? Like, think positively, because when we think negatively, like, our thoughts manifest our life. Like, we are the creator of our own life. If you want to create your life positively, then you think positive, you create like vision board, like you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this and this. And of course we have fears, but you have to get out of those fears. You have to turn those fears off and understand, like, I need to think positively and I need to be rational here. Like, things are gonna work out. I'm great. But you have to see how great you are, because you're really great. And then so your pets see you and they're like, oh my God, like mom or dad is like freaking out, like they're crying, they're upset, they're not sleeping, they're out of balance. Like, I don't like to see them this way. Like, they see how hard you work and they're like, why are they doing this to themselves? Like, they need to chill, you know? So there's that. And maybe the moon is significant to you because here's the moon, and I don't know why it's just standing out, like it's in my face. So maybe the moon is significant to you, and like you need to sit under the moon and just look at the moon and just, you know, hone in on like your true desires and what you want, and understand like you are connected, you are great, like you are beautiful, and you can make this happen. You can make mountains grow right behind you with your eyes covered. Like, you are just amazing, you know? And you have to see it. And so like the outcome is like you are following your passions, you're following your desires, you're following what sets you on fire, which helps you grow. You're holding the wand to your life. Like, you're holding it strong. You're creating beautiful things. Like, look at these beautiful pictures. There's hope, there's healing. The sun is warm, it's joyful, it's happy energy. Like, you're creating a beautiful life for yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're taking better care of yourself. You know, like, your self-care, maybe like you're doing it because you're doing everything, but it's like, it's not the same because you have so much on your plate, but eventually you're going to get back into balance where you're the Queen of Cups again. You're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing your animals, you're able to have this joy and this passion and this fun and this love back in your life. And I'm going to pull one more card. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card. So this card is about your happily ever after. So it's like your animal, your pets, like, see this pain that you're going through. But the thing is that they can already see your happily ever after. They can already see that, like, you're going to create beautiful things because you're a beautiful person. And animals are very intuitive, and your animals know, like, how awesome you are. And they know, like, you're creating this happily ever after. It's the 10 of Cups. All your cups are filled. You're happy. Everything's provided for. You're the Queen of Cups. Like, you're taking care of yourself. You're in this energy of, like, you don't need anybody or anything to fulfill you. It's just you and your little animal, like your horse or your dog, or like, it's just you two. You're together. You're happy. Like, you've created this life, and you don't need to stress so much. Your animal's like, can you please tell my owner that they need to chill out? Like, they need to literally chill out because they're doing great things, and they don't have to do all of this, and they don't have to freak themselves out, and they don't have to, like, you know, worry so much, because this outcome is beautiful, and like, they're going to create this beautiful happily ever after, and it's all going to be fine, you know? So I'm going to pull some cards, like some advice, like, Spirit, what does pile 3's, like, animals, like, what advice do you have for pile 3 on, like, giving more to the animals, or what should they do? Spirit. Okay, so let me get a few more cards. Of course, yes. 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 I'll explain more soon. We're going to get just a few more pieces of advice. Okay, yes. Okay, perfect. This is perfect advice. So the Death card is all about rebirth and, like, you know, leaving old parts of yourself behind you. So it's like this right here. It's what you're in right now. It's like, it's painful. Like, you used to be somebody else and now you're somebody new. And death is not bad because it's a rebirth. It's like you're creating a new life for yourself. You're a new person. Like, anything that you were in the past, that's not you anymore, and it has no meaning to you, or it's just not who you are. Like, you're stripping everything down to the bottom and you're rebuilding new. And it's just saying, like, this can be uncomfortable and scary, but, like, it's a beautiful thing and you need to see it as a beautiful thing. And it's very important for you to leave your cares and worries behind for the sake of your well-being and not worry so much. Like, it's almost like your animal is, like, so worried about you. Your pet is so worried about you because they're like, my owner's awesome, but my owner freaks out and makes themselves sick over these things that are going to work themselves out. Like, everything always works itself out, right? And the Empress. So the Empress is just saying, like, love on your animals. Like, your animal wants to just help you through this transition period, wants to help be there for you, and just love on them, love on yourself, nurture your animal, nurture yourself, you know, do some self-care. Maybe your animals can be involved in your self-care. Like, you just spend time at home watching a movie, spending time with your animal or your pet. And it's saying, like, we know there's a lot of things on your mind. Your mind is clouded. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of options. So it's like saying you don't have to make any decisions right now. You don't have to make any moves right now. You don't have to keep weighing out the pros and the cons. Or, like, this reminds me of somebody who's, like, constantly doing tarot, like, to see the outcome, and they're like, okay, should I do this or this or this? And then they're doing it again, and then they're freaking themselves out, and they're like, okay, this looks like a good outcome, but this does too. But it's like, don't make any moves, just let it play out. Like, maybe what's good right now isn't good tomorrow, or, like, it's like, don't make any moves, because there's so much going on that you don't know exactly what you want yet, and that's okay. And you feel scared because you're leaving one place of safety and security to get to the next. And it's unknown. Like, you're in a snowstorm. It's unknown. It's like, when am I going to get there? Like, it's scary. But the thing is that it's a journey. And so they want you to kind of just, like, relax into, like, this situation. And so it's like, your animals, like, they love you. And they don't feel neglected by you at all. They just, like, wish they could see you more. They wish they could see you more. And they wish that they could see you, like, in better energy where you're not, like, so anxious. Like, they feel like you are just, like, above all, like, an amazing, amazing person, amazing human, and they just want to see you a little bit happier. So I'm going to pull some cards and see, like, what spirit animal your pet sees you as. So your pet sees you as the whale, which is, like, somebody who really just, like, strives for this peace and this like wisdom and this deep place. And there's somebody who's very intuitive and very like thrives off peace. And right now you're a little bit out of balance in that peace area because you're being so hard on yourself. And it's like the whale is someone who's very emotionally stable, is very, like, isn't afraid to share their emotions. They've overcome so many challenges in their lifetimes, and all the experiences that they've been through have been tough, but they've, like, really built who they are. I don't know why this card, like, makes me want to cry, but, like, this is, like, beautiful energy. Like, it's somebody who has just so much strength and depth to them, and it's really, really rare. Like, most people don't have this energy, and it's very strong feminine energy. And it's just like the whale is compassionate and can communicate, and they can help find light in the darkest places, like the darkest places. So it's like, even though they've been through so much, like, they can get out. And so it's like, this is just a small little snippet, small little picture of what you've been through. You've been through the darkest places. Like, you're at the light. You've been in the darkest, deepest places, and you've gotten out, and now you're just dealing with, like, you know, day-to-day life. Like, oh, what do I want to do with my life? You know, everyone goes through this. Everyone is, like, worried, and they are scared they're not going to make the right decision. I've talked to so many people who are just like, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, you and everyone else, you know, like, but it becomes this huge thing. But it's like, you're the whale. You've endured the darkest places, and you've come out on top, and you've been able to remain peaceful, and you've been able to bring your wisdom with you. And when you're in balance, you're calm and steady and compassionate. And when you're out of balance, you can feel heavy, or you can slip into old habits, or your old story, or old, you know, things you don't want to be doing. So things that you've shedded from your body, like this death, this rebirth. And so it's very important for the whale, like, to do, like, proper self-care, like, regularly. Like, I'm talking, like, everyday self-care for the whale. And that's so important for you to stay in balance. And your animals see you as, like, this beautiful, wise individual. And they really, truly love you, and they just want what's best for you. And they don't want to see you so anxious or so upset or freaking out about these small things, because life is a journey, and they understand that it's a journey, and they want you to know that this is just like a small little bump in the road, and you're going to be fine. And so I'm going to, like, pull some mudras to see, like, if you did some meditation, they're like little hands positions that you can hold to improve your energy, to be in better energy for yourself and for your pets. Spirit, what? Oh, okay. I'm gonna reshuffle these, but I think that one was supposed to come out. So let's see. Yes, it was. It was. Okay, perfect. 26, awakening. So you can see the hand position. The pinkies are up. The thumbs are down. Just like that. My nails ruin everything, but on the back. It assists with mental clarity, inspiration, and awakening truth inside of us. The benefits. It directs breath to the heart, chest, and ribs, assists the immune system, cultivates stability, inspiration, and insight, which is so important, because if you're not sleeping and you're stressing yourself out, like, you want to make sure your immune system is high. And you also want to get insights about, like, what you want to do, because you're so worried and so stressed about the future that it's important. And then, so the instructions are: interlace the fingers of both hands with the tips of the thumbs touching and pointing downward. Extend the index fingers upward, touching them together. Bring the hands close to the heart center. Lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. Your focus during this meditation is divine knowledge and inspiration. Awaken my highest truth. So when you're sitting there in this meditation, shoulders back and down, breathing, sitting tall, and your hands in this position, you're just thinking, divine knowledge and inspiration, awaken my highest truth. And this will be really important to help get you in this better energy. And thank you so much, Pile 3. That is all I have for you today. I really appreciate you being here with me today and watching my video all the way through. Please hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Spirit, can you please show me how Pile 4's animal or pet or pets feel about Pile 4? Spirit, please show me how Pile 4's pets feel about Pile 4. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. I had to count that because I wasn't sure. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay, and then we have the Fool. And we have the Six of Cups. Oh, okay. And to clarify the Knight of Swords, we have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Pentacles. And to clarify the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Five of Pentacles, as well as the Four of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of Pentacles energy, a lot of money. Like things dealing with career, finances, money. Nine of Swords. And we have the Five of Cups. Oh yeah, 8 right here. You know, I'm like so bad at Roman numerals. I don't even want to talk about it, okay? Anyways, so this energy is kind of a little bit up and down energy. Like your pets see you as like a loving energy. You're provided for, like providing stability and love, and you have created so much around you. Like you've created a beautiful life for yourself. You've created a stable life. It's not only loving, but it's financially secure. You're abundant. You're fearless in your pursuits to do whatever it is that you want to do. You jump in fearlessly. Like you don't have to like overthink it or freak yourself out. And you're like this loving, nurturing energy of the Six of Cups. It's just like the most loving card in the tarot deck. It's just like you're like the older sibling, or like the older friend to the smaller friend, or you know, you're just this loving, sweet energy that feels like home. It's a familiar energy. Like you feel like home to your pets. Your pets just adore you, and they think you're just so sweet and so cool, and they always want to be by your side on your journeys. Like they just want to be in your light because they just see you as this joyful, charismatic, beautiful person, and they want to be around you, and they know that you create beautiful things. You create stability, you create happiness. And so right now you're kind of in this energy that's like a little bit aggressive, and your pet is kind of like, I'm gonna stand back, because your pet knows you go through these highs and these lows, and your pet kind of, you know, maybe you're racing in on your pet. You have a horse, like you're racing in and you're like angry, and maybe you and your pet kind of channel the energy together. Like you guys seem very connected in the sense that like your pet is always here with you. Your pet is here, your pet is here, your pet is here. Your pet is back there hiding. You know, it's just like you guys are very connected, so I wouldn't be surprised if like your emotions like are the same as your pet's emotions. Like when you're sad, your pet is sad. When you're happy, your pet is happy. When you're mad, your pet is mad. Like it's like you're on the same wavelength, and it's cool. Like I like it, but your pet also sees that like you're this beautiful, beautiful person. You have created this gorgeous life, and right now you kind of are just juggling a lot. Like you have a lot on your plate. You're trying to create this new commitment, this new like you're almost like starting this new endeavor, starting a new job, or starting a new path, and you're worried a little bit, so it's kind of causing you to get out of balance, and you might become a little bit aggressive. And so like the swords can stab sometimes, right? So like you might be aggressive with your words, you might be aggressive with your actions, because you have so much on your plate, and you're balancing, you're juggling these things, and like people can only juggle stuff for so long, you know what I mean? Like, and it can be exhausting, so it can cause your energy to be a little bit out of balance. But in the future, you're going to come back into balance. You're going to be moving forward steadily and more relaxed. It's not going to be as aggressive. Like, I'm not necessarily saying you're in perfect balance, but it's not going to be as aggressive. And the thing is that you're trying to create, like, it's like a lot of hard work energy here. It's a lot about money, a lot about finances, a lot about like moving forward in your career, moving up in your career. And like, you're kind of like giving these projects and like creating these projects and creating these proposals, but for some reason you're holding on to them. You're like not wanting to share your ideas or show them to the world or like let them go. Like, I'm not really sure why. It's almost like somebody who has created a beautiful piece of art and then they're holding on to it and they're like, I don't want anyone to have this. Like, this is mine. I'm never letting go. It's like you have all these great ideas and you're just like not really willing to share them. And it's like, I think because you're kind of like in this place where you feel a little bit insecure, like you're moving from one place of stability to the next, and your animal sees this, and your pets, they see this, and they just want to be there for you because like I said, like you guys are so connected. Like this is like your, I feel like it's like your partner in crime. Like you're mad and like coming in hot, like your animal's coming in hot. Like you're chill and like giving an offering, like your animal's chill. Like you're here happy-go-lucky and your animal's happy-go-lucky. Like you guys are connected. It's like your little sidekick. I love it. So it's like you're creating this new life and like this new stability, and you're going from one place to another. And I don't know, like also I have to mention, like you might have a garden at home and you might be really good at gardening and your animal loves to be in the garden. Like I'm just hearing this, like your animal loves to like see you gardening or like be in the garden or like be by your side while you're doing that. Like it's, your animal really likes this, your pet really likes this and enjoys that time with you, like being by your side. And so like the outcome of this energy is like you're feeling like you're working so hard, but you're not seeing the hard work pay off, and you're wondering if it's ever going to pay off. And you're like looking in front of you, and these cups, they're literally knocked over. Like you're only seeing the negative. You're not seeing all this positive behind you. Like even like now I just can't unsee this as like a little animal or like a little pet like hiding back here, because like I said, when you're like sad, your pet is sad like behind you, but your pet is also like, okay, like look, there's happiness here. Like it's so crazy. You and your pet are like this. Like you guys are best friends. This is such good energy. I love this. Like your pet just loves you, like wants to be with you so much, like all the time. And so like you're just worried, like is this ever going to pay off? And like you're fearful and you're only seeing what you've lost. Like maybe you've lost some time in a sense of like now you're working more hours and like you don't have as much time to do the things that you loved. And or maybe you got like a pay cut for now, but eventually it's going to be a raise. Like you just have to get past this hard work period. But it's like you're only seeing the negative right now and you're not seeing what's beautiful right behind you, like the positive. And you might have like long hair, or like feminine or masculine. Like you might have longer hair. Like I'm just seeing this hair, like it's just long. It's like, it's pretty. I like it. So anyways, like you might have this long hair. Just side note, it just stuck out to me. But like maybe like shoulder length. Like for a guy, like might be like a little longer. Like a girl, if you're like feminine, like you know, shoulder length a little bit longer. Like that's what I'm seeing. But anyways, that's just a side note. That might not apply to anybody, but it might apply to some of you. Just what I saw. So you're like in this energy of like, is my hard work in the payoff? But it's like you're blindfolded and you're not seeing the reality for what it is. It's like you just take your blindfold off and you realize that like these are just fears, and like they're irrational fears. Like fears are just fears. They're just like, they're literally just fears. Like they're not real. They're just in our heads. And you need to take off the blindfold and see that you have beautiful filled cups right behind you, and you have a lot to be proud of, and your pet sees it. Like your pet is like, oh, look right here, there's these cups. So it's like your pet is like your sidekick, and your pet loves you and just wants you to be happy and wants you to see all the positive things in your life. So I'm going to pull some cards to see like what advice Spirit has for you to like better your energy, like for your pets, for yourself, like so you can be in like a better spot. Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 4, Spirit? Okay, so perfect. What advice? Yes, the High Priestess, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Wands. Okay, so for one, like it's time to like see, like to understand that what was in front of you wasn't enough, and there was a reason that you had to move on and go forward into this new situation. And like right now it might feel like a little bit unsteady or like insecure, or you might feel a little bit worried, but the thing is that there was a reason why you had to pack up and go, because whatever was in front of you wasn't enough, and like it's time for you to move on to the next stage in your life, and it's totally fine. And it's like you're the High Priestess, like you know right from wrong, you know what's good for you, what's not good for you, and so it's asking you to like just listen to your intuition and trust yourself, and everything's gonna work out just fine, because like the Chariot is showing like you're moving forward so stably, and everything is gonna go fine. You're just being a little bit hard on yourself and like causing yourself to be a little bit out of balance with the situation. And it's important for you to understand that, like this card, the Wheel of Fortune, it's important for you to understand that there's going to be highs and lows, and you just need to roll with the punches, like roll with the highs, roll with the lows. Understand like this moment is only temporary, and it's not going to last forever. Like the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn again. So all you can do is stand at the middle of the wheel so you don't get kicked around. So it's like stand at the middle of the center of your life and understand there's these highs and lows. Like don't take the low and just like tumble down, you know? Don't take the high and get on this freaking high. Like just stand in the middle and understand that life goes on, and you're going to have to roll with the highs and lows and just move forward. And also understand that you are a freaking celebrity. So like people see you as this celebrity, and like even though you like to fly under the radar and keep it cool and like go unnoticed, like you're actually so noticeable and so admirable, and people do notice, and your pet notices. Look at another, like the pet is so chill and you're so chill. Like it's like you guys are celebrities together. I'm not kidding. Like you guys are so connected, like whoever this is, like, which I like. I love this energy. Like it's so cute because your pet, you guys are just like, it's your sidekick. Like this is your bestie for life. Like this is, oh my gosh, this is your bestie. Like I feel like you guys go way back, and it's so cute. Like you've been through it all together, and your pet has just been by your side, and oh, it's so cute. I love it. Okay, one more piece of advice. Okay, so there might be like some attachments or like toxic behaviors or things that you do that you need to cut out of your life, and like this is like bondage by choice. So like you don't have to be bonded to these attachments. Like it's your choice to cut them off. Like if you have been drinking too much and like you need to cut that off, like that's your choice. If you're around like toxic things that bring you down, like it's your choice to cut it off. Like you need to recognize it and you need to cut it off, and then it can help you be in better balance and better energy. So I'm gonna get some spirit animal cards to see like how does your animal or your pet, sorry I keep saying animal, but your pet, how does your pet view you? So your pet sees you as the vulture, and this is like a guardian, and which makes sense. Like you're the guardian, that's your little pet. Like you guys are just so connected, and your pet just trusts you so much, and you're like a purifier to their life, and you're essential for everything to balance out. Like your pet needs you for situations to balance out. And it's almost like the vulture is somebody who's kind of misunderstood, and it balances out our, like, everything. Balances out our ecosystem from disease. Like, people, like, are like, oh, the vulture. But, like, really, it's like, the vulture is, like, doing so much. And I'm not saying, like, oh, you're the vulture. But I'm saying, like, people don't see everything that you do, but your animal sees everything that you do, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I see this person every day, I see this vulture every day, and I just understand the vulture so much on a deeper level. And it's like you're the person who comes to purify situations or to bring things into balance. And it's like, in some cases, you can be undervalued because people just expect you to do this, and they expect this, rebalance from you. But the thing is that when they see the work that you do, they realize that, wow, you're like a huge blessing. Like, they didn't expect something so amazing to come from you, because you fly under the radar. Like, I'm telling you, like, you like it that way. Like, you like to be under the radar in a sense of like, I'm gonna lay low, but then I'm going to like just pop up with like this medicine that heals these people. Or like, I'm just gonna be laying low, and then I'm going to like change this person's life when they had no idea it was coming. Like, it's crazy. Like, you're just such a beautiful soul, beautiful person. And when you're in balance, you clarify and you offer a lot of wisdom. But when you're out of balance, you can be dramatic or aggressive. So like, right now you might be a little out of balance because you're just like aggressive, a little bit aggressive. You have a lot on your plate. You're worried about this new commitment. And so I understand you might be a little bit out of balance right now, but what's important for you to like come back into balance, being this vulture, is to clean your space. So like keeping it really clean. This is like, I feel like I can relate to this, because if my space is a mess, like I'm completely out of balance. And then another important thing is to sage your space. So a sage, I mean, you can like do like Palo Santo or like sage, or there's different sage that's like wrapped with like flowers, and it can be very healing and very loving. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you. Don't forget to sage your space. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching it all the way to the end. Please hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in my next reading. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Show me how pile 5's pets feel about pile 5. Okay, so we have the death card. Spirit, show me how pile 5's pets feel about pile 5. We have the Ace of Swords. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Here we go. Okay, the 7 of Cups. I had to count really quick. 7 of Cups. And let's see, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. And let's talk about this Death card. Spirit, show me the Death card. Okay. The 9 of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. And then let's clarify this Ace of Swords. Spirit, we have the Magician. Okay. What else do we have here, Spirit? Let's clarify this Ace of Swords. Okay, we have the Star. Okay, this one wanted to come out too, so I'm just bringing it out with it. The Star, and then the 5 of Cups. I'll put it under there just so you can see the imagery. And then let's clarify this, Spirit. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the 5 of Wands. And let's clarify this Knight of Cups, Spirits. Okay. Whoa. The other card fell to the floor. Okay. So the energy that's going on here is kind of heavy, but it's showing me that you can get through a lot and remain, you know, positive, remain sweet, remain like your animals or your pets see you as somebody who is creating a new life for themselves. Like, there, with death comes rebirth. So you're like shedding the old and creating a new life for yourself. And you're the Knight of Wands. So you're going in and you're ready to commit to something. You're ready to take on what life has to throw at you. And you're coming in hot and you're coming in fast. Like, we have a lot of like knights over here. Like, look at, there's even a knight on here. There's a knight here. There's a knight here. It's like, you're ready. Like, you're going to take on this war of life and you're going to take it on with a positive attitude. And things are moving really fast for you. Like, in the past, things are moving really, really fast. Like, Wands is like fire energy. It's fast. It's quick. Like, there's no time to think. And you're starting this new chapter of your life where you have like this total transformation, total rebirth. You're shedding the old, bringing in the new. And right now you're in this energy of the Ace of Swords. So it's like this sword is double-edged. Like, it can stab you, or it can cut you, or it can like help you move forward. It can be positive, it can be negative. So you have to be careful with your words and what your thoughts, your words, and like what you're saying, what you're thinking, because it can either hurt you or it can propel you forward, right? And you're in this energy of the star. So maybe you're like, you're mourning over who you used to be or who you once were, and you're seeing what's knocked over, but you're not understanding that right behind you is a whole new life for you. It's a whole new life. It's 2 cups that are completely filled all the way up, and they're calling for your name. They're behind you. They want you to create this new life for yourself. You're the magician. Like, everything you touch turns to gold. So it's like, you have the power to create gold. You have the power to create this beautiful, beautiful life for yourself, this beautiful time for yourself, and you're kind of ignoring it a little bit. And you might feel a little lost right now. Like, you feel a little bit low, but the star, it just shows that there's a lot of healing going on. And the star is for somebody who's in a dark place, but never loses the light. They never lose this idea that things are going to be okay. It's like, you're so positive. Your pet sees you as somebody who can keep a positive mindset and understand that their thoughts and the things that they say or believe or do will either hurt them or help propel them forward. So if you're positive and if you're doing and saying the right things, it's going to help you heal faster. It's going to help you realize what you have right behind you. It's going to help you move forward toward the light. And so your pet knows that and sees that you are going through a lot and you're going through a total transformation, but your pet sees how positive you're being and how, even though you might be mourning who you used to be or what you used to do or what you used to have, you're also realizing that there's this whole new life for you. And in the future, things are going to be a little bit cloudy. Like, you're going to have a lot going on. You're going to feel like you're not really sure which decision to make. There's so many things going on in your head. There's so many options. Like, you don't really know what to do. And you're out there fighting, trying to prove yourself and trying to find your passion and trying to show people that you're enough. Like, you're holding this right here and you're enough and you have this passion and this energy, but you're still out here trying to prove yourself and trying to fight. And it's like, you just need to like sit back a little bit and understand that like your mind is a little clouded right now and you're not seeing that you don't need to fight to prove yourself, because you are enough right here by yourself. Literally you don't have to fight against those people, because you don't have anything to prove, because you're already enough as is. Like, you're great. And this positive thinking is really going to help you to see that when this time comes, when you're a little bit your mind is a little bit clouded and you're a little bit out of balance, and like your pet still sees that you're this Ace of Wands that's like fire, passionate energy, that's like ready to create things and show the world what they're made of. And then it's like you feel like there's all this competition around you and you feel like you have to compete, but in reality it's like you're already good enough, you know? And your pet sees that you're good enough. Your pet's like, you a boss, you know? Like, and in the future there might be a little bit of imbalance. Like, for the outcome, let me pull some more cards. Let me just get like one more card for this outcome. Okay, so you're moving forward and you're learning to accept, like, that you're moving towards your dreams, towards your passions, towards your goals, and along the way, there might be some people who can be hurtful with their words or cut with their words and cause you, like, to overthink yourself, or to, you know, like, feel anxious, feel out of balance, feel like you're giving more than you're receiving. But you have to think about the situation logically, in a sense of, like, everything is not always balanced. And it's going to rebalance itself out. You just have to recognize it. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this outcome? Spirit, what else can you tell me about this? Okay. So, you're going to realize that even though you have all this competition around you, you don't have to hold back anymore. You're just thinking logically and rationally, because there's an imbalance, because you feel like you're competing against all these people and you're kind of laying low in the past because you're not really sure what to do. Your mind is a little bit clouded. There's so much going on. There's this competition. You're a little bit worried, but the thing is, and you're like, you're literally losing sleep over this situation, and you're making yourself anxious, and you feel like you're out of balance, or maybe you're giving more than you're receiving. But the thing is that you're just thinking logically now, rationally, and you're not really too worried about this competition, because you're just gonna go in hot. You're coming in hot with your ideas. It's almost like a little bit aggressive energy, but it's this energy of, like, you proving yourself, but just like you're coming in on top. Like, you're coming in just quick, proving your points, and you're coming out, you know? So it's like you're becoming, even though you're anxious about it and you're losing sleep over it, you're becoming more confident in yourself, and your delivery is a little bit aggressive, but it's also going to show these people, like, oh shoot, he's been the one all along, or she's been the one all along. Like, she's the one who was holding this wand and this idea and this passion. And so it's like nothing to be too worried about, you know, as long as you, like, get your mind right. Because this, even though, like, you're kind of going through a lot, it's like you're remaining positive the whole time. And you really just have to think about the power of the mind, and the power of, like, how this sword can hurt you, or it can propel you forward. And it can, same here, like, when you're in this anxious energy and you're, like, wondering, like, how's this going to play out, and you're thinking too hard and you're not sleeping, it's like, no, just think positively, because you got this. Like, you're the Knight of Swords. You're going to rush in with these great ideas, and people are going to accept them, because you're coming in on top, and you're coming in fast, and you're coming in hard, and not everyone has the confidence to do something like that. So, okay, so your animal or your pet just sees you as, like, somebody who is very on top of it. Like, even when they go through struggles, like, they're still positive, and they're still getting things done. And your animal just, like, is by your side. Like, they feel like they can be around you. Like, they don't really feel like they miss you so much. Like, you're there, and they see your energy, and just being in your energy makes them feel good. What advice do you have for pile 5, spirits? Oh, this is the wrong deck. I was getting ahead of myself. So give me 1 second. What advice do you have for pile 5, Spirit? What advice do you have for pile 5? Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the 10 of Swords, and then we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the 9 of Cups, and we have the Emperor. Okay, so for one, the Queen of Wands, like, people are really attracted to her. They want to be around her. You have to understand, like, you have something that not everyone has. You know, like, you have that extra admirable personality, face, smile. Like, you have this extra draw about you where people are drawn in. And so when you can come in with these ideas, like, people are going to be more likely to listen to you because they're already attracted to you in, like, so many other ways than just your ideas and your mental space. Like, they're attracted to your aura, to your presence, like, and you have to understand that you're the Queen of Wands. You're like this bad bitch energy. And at the same time being a bad bitch, you're also just so positive and warm and joyful and, like, loving, and, like, you have everything all in one. 3-in-1 conditioner, body wash, shampoo, whatever. Like, sometimes I see that and, like, guys get that. Like, I'm not saying in guys' showers, like, not like I'm in their shower, but, like, if I'm at, like, somebody's house, I'd see, like, 3-in-1, and I'm like, yep, that's literally, you're like the 10-in-1. Like, you have everything, right? And so that's the Queen of Wands. You have to remember that because you can use that to your advantage, right? And also you need to recognize that, like, you're at this place, like, of a new beginning. Like, it's almost like a rock bottom, but it's also a new beginning for a new phase in your life. And it can be scary and it can be hard, like, building yourself back up from the bottom. But the thing is that you can do it because you're the Queen of Wands, and you have to remember that. And your pet views you as the Queen of Wands. Like, look, you might have a cat that might be significant. And then the Page of Pentacles. So it's like you're working so hard to create this new foundation for yourself and to create this new commitment and stability and structure. And it's saying, like, you are the Emperor. And this is the 9 of Cups. Like, whatever you want or desire, you can have. You just have to understand what your truest desires are, and you can make them manifest. But you have to understand what they are first. So quiet your mind, go within and understand what it is. But know that you're the Emperor, and you create your life. You create the rules. You have structure, stability, rules. You have a kingdom, and that you have literally created this kingdom. And so it's like, you are the Emperor. Like, do you want to cross this guy? I don't. But then at the same time, you're the Queen of Wands. Like, you have it all. Like, I'm telling you. And your pet sees you as having it all. And your pet loves this and wants you to recognize, like, that you have it all and that you can accomplish these things and that you need to not lose sleep over this. Just stay positive. Just stay the positive person that you are, and understand that you can do these great things. So now we're going to pull a spirit animal card to see how your pet views you. So your pet sees you as the hummingbird, which is interesting because the hummingbird is very positive, enthusiastic, and spiritually resourceful. So, like I said, like, you keep this positive energy, like, just surrounding you all the time. Like, look at yellow, 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 yellow. Like, I just see, like, sunflowers and just loving energy, joyful energy. The star over here, like, it's very positive. And it's, even though, like, this hummingbird is so small and tiny, it's just, like, so much energy and positivity is right inside of the hummingbird. And the hummingbird knows where to go to, like, nourish its body and to rejuvenate and to get back. Like, if you're feeling a little down, like, the hummingbird knows what to go to feel better and to get that positive energy back. It's like, okay, I know that at the end of the day I need to meditate or, like, take a bath, and then I'm, like, renewed. It's like this hummingbird has this aura that you see, this beautiful, it's like a rainbow aura around the hummingbird that it gives off, because it's just so radiant and so positive, and it just shows, like, the hummingbird is very creative, and that's what makes you stand out amongst these people. Like, you have this creative passion, and, like, all these people, do you see, like, they just have, like, these sticks that are, like, dull and, like, not as good, and they're holding it out here, and they're just like, I don't know what to do with this, I'm just gonna fight. But you're here and you're strong, and you're like, I'm creative, I'm passionate, I'm the Queen of Wands. Like, look at, she's even holding it here, and you're like, I can create whatever I want. And the hummingbird is just like a leader. Like, you can't go wrong if you follow the hummingbird along the journey, right? And so your pet is just following you, knowing that you're not going to steer your pet wrong in any way. Like, your pet is so trusting of you, and it's just, you're so sweet, you're so loving, so joyful, like, just good energy to be around. And when you're in balance, you're just loving everything around you. Like, you're ready to learn, you're curious, you're smart. And when you're out of balance, though, you can be pushy and like insistent, and like you can be a little sharp. So, you know, it does show like, okay, out of balance, maybe a little pushy in the sense of like rushing in because you're feeling a little bit threatened by this competition, or the fact that like when you're sharp, like if you're out of balance and you're sharp, it's like, okay, this sword can be really good or it can be really bad, and you have to recognize that. So it's like you can keep it positive, or you can fall out of balance and let it cut you down, you know? So it's like you're so positive, but you have to see that and understand that about yourself, that you can easily turn it the other way. But your pet sees you as like this beautiful hummingbird, and you have this great energy and great aura. So we're going to see like what mudra you could use in meditation. I think, oh, here's the hummingbird. I thought it got swooped up in here. So what mudra, oh, they're going everywhere. I don't think any of those were meant for you. So what mudra could you use during meditation to be in better energy for yourself and for your pet? Spirit, what mudra could help? 5, okay. Sacral chakra. Oh, okay. There's 2 that are meant for you. So, let me see. Spirit, are these both meant for pile 5? Yes, okay. So, first one, sacral chakra. So, to work on your sacral chakra, it is the second chakra of the body, and it is down right below the belly button. So the meaning is the inner dwelling place. The location, oh, like I said, below the belly button. Sound, VUM. So you could meditate using that sound. The color of the chakra is orange. So if you're meditating and you're closing your eyes, when you're in balance, you can imagine that orange color. And when you're out of balance, you might imagine like a black color when you're meditating, or, you know, something that's not orange, something darker. Symbol, 6-petal lotus flower, which looks like that. And rules, it's for the reproductive organs, ovaries, and testes. Element, water. Qualities, fluidity, receptivity, creativity, and pleasure. So what I'm hearing is that your sacral chakra is a little bit out of balance. And so when your sacral chakra is out of balance, it can affect your creativity. And you might be like, it's like showing you have all this passion and creative energy, but you're like struggling because your mind is clouded, and you're like, feel like you're in competition with others. So it would be really good for you to focus on your sacral chakra. Maybe do like a guided meditation. You can look on YouTube, do a guided meditation for the sacral chakra, and you can kind of see what you need to work on there. That would be really good for you. And then this mudra, so just like this. Oh, I almost knocked over the camera. So just like this with your hands. And so it assists in life transitions. So maybe you're going through this transition. I mean, we had death here. So assist in life transitions, equanimity, and balance. It benefits people going through menopause. It benefits fertility and pelvic issues, cultivates emotional balance and support, and harmonizes change. Instructions, hold hands in front of the pelvis facing downward. Touch the thumbs, tips together, and connect the index fingers to form a triangle. Rest the hands on the lap, palms facing inward. Lengthen the spine and relax shoulders. The focus for this meditation when you're sitting here, and it's interesting because this is, you want your hands right on your sacral chakra. So when you're doing this meditation, you can literally put your hands just like this And the focus is to bring about balance and harmony, accompany all of my transitions. Let me read that again. Balance and harmony, accompany all of my transitions. So that is really important when you're going through this transitional period, to remember that balance and harmony, and remember you're the hummingbird and you have that positive, radiant energy that's beautiful, that your pets love. And thank you so much, Pile 5. This is the reading that I have for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and watching my video all the way through. I would love if you would hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in my next video. How Pile 6's pets or pets feel about Pile 6. Spirit, please show me how Pile 6's pets or pets feel about Pile 6. Spirit, please show me how Pile 6's pets or pet feel about Pile 6. I love this card. Let me clarify the Emperor. Spirit, please clarify this Emperor for me, Spirit. Okay, let's get some more cards. Spirit, can we clarify this Seven of Cups? We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Two of Pentacles. And over here with the Ten of Cups, let's clarify this Ten of Cups. We have the Empress. Oh, this is a good combo. And what else do we have with this Ten of Cups, Spirit? Oh, we have the Star. Okay. And here we have the Four of Pentacles. Oh, the Nine of Cups. I was like, didn't I just bring this card out? Okay, the Nine of Cups. And we have, with the Four of Pentacles, we also have the Three of Cups. Okay. So this is pretty good energy. So your pet sees you as the Emperor. So it's like you are the Emperor of the kingdom. You create the rules, you provide structure, you provide stability, and you can sometimes cut with your words. So it's like you can be very positive or you can be negative. You can help like propel situations forward with love and light and positivity, or you can cut them down with negativity. It's like you're stern, your energy. There's a lot of swords in this past energy, and you're ready to go out on this mission, but you're not going to go down without a fight. Like you're very blunt, you're very serious, you're very straightforward. Your animals like see you as like the boss, the sergeant, like you're in charge. They're like, yes, master. Yes, master, no problem. I got you, you know? And right now, this energy, like you're kind of changing your course of direction. You're going out, you're seeing what else is out there for you. And it might be, your mind might be a little bit clouded right now because there's a lot of options at hand. Like you have a lot of ways you can go with whatever decision you're making in your life. And it can feel a little out of balance. Like you have a lot on your plate. You're juggling these pentacles. Like you're trying to figure out like what is next, what is best for you, which option to go with. But the thing is that you're stressing out, but you're the Emperor, and like you have this energy that like knows what's best. Like you're one step ahead because you can see, you're sitting up here in your chair and you see your whole kingdom, and you know what's next, and you know what's going to create stability, what's going to provide success for you, and what's going to provide longevity. And just like, you know, you're the Emperor. Like you know what's up, you know what's good. And these decisions that you're going to be making, although it might feel like a lot right now and your mind might be a little clouded, these decisions are going to propel you forward to like this 10 of Cups, which is like the happily ever after. So you've created like this vision, this beautiful life. Like in this picture, it's like a family and they're like dancing together and they're happy and like all their wishes have come true, and they're living happily ever after. But it's like, it doesn't have to look like that cookie cutter picture. Like your happily ever after could mean you moved to Bali and you're living on the beach. Like This could be whatever your happily ever after is, but you've created it for yourself. And even though, like, you've gone through dark times and, like, you've never lost sight of the star. You've never lost sight of the light. And you've continued to move forward, and you've continued to take care of yourself and nurture yourself and make it to this point, because you're the emperor, you know, like, you know what's best. And because you're the emperor and you know what's best, you also know what's best for yourself in this empress energy. It's like you're the empress, you're taking care of your family, you're taking care of the weeds and the flowers. You love the weeds, you love the flowers, and it's all beautiful around you. And it's like strong feminine energy and strong masculine energy. Like, it's like you're very balanced. And you create like this beauty around you, and I love it, you know? And so it's like you don't lose hope. Like, you stay very blunt and very logical and very focused, and your pets see this and they know that you can create these beautiful masterpieces, and the outcome is like you're kind of holding on to what you've created, and it's like your wishes, like all your wishes have come true, and you're just like holding on to everything a little too tightly. And it's kind of like very common for the emperor to be like this, like almost like uptight, and it's kind of reminding you like you need to also like all your wishes have come true. Like, your pet is like, come on, bitch, like, you've created all of this, like, stop being so uptight, relax, like, let's party, like, let's have a good time, let's enjoy the beauty of the moment, let's hang out with our friends. Like, why do you have to be so uptight? Like, you always have to be so uptight, you know? It's like, just relax and have a good time. Like, we know you've created all of this, and like, I dropped that, and you have created, like, you've done this, you know, like, you have seen beyond everything, and you have made all the right decisions and right choices to create this lifestyle and to build this life for you. And it's saying like, your pets are like, come on, just like go out and have a good time for once. Like, it doesn't all have to be about work and like work. Like, you can play sometimes, you can have fun, you can enjoy. Okay, I was just making sure my camera was still on. I don't know why I heard like a beep. Okay, so it's like you can enjoy, and I feel called to like pull a few more cards for this situation. Yeah, so it's like you can enjoy, but in your mind you're just like, I need to work more, like, is this work ever going to pay off? Like, it's like the payoff isn't coming in your head, but like the payoff is already there. Like, you've already created this. Like, you can stop and take a break. Life doesn't have to be so hard. Life doesn't have to be all about work, pentacles, more pentacles, like you're juggling. And then you're the emperor, like you're so serious. Like, it doesn't always have to be about work. Like, your pets want you to just like let loose, relax, have a good time, have friends over, like go out and party. Like, your pets like see you as just like so serious all the time, all about work, and like you're judging yourself too hard. Like, you're like, is this ever going to pay off? But it already paid off. Like, what do you mean? Like, you've created this beautiful life for yourself. And like right now you're like right here, but this is all coming. But like, you're still hard on yourself, you know? You're still hard on yourself. And like, your pets are just like, chill out. You're so cool. And you don't even realize how freaking cool you are, right? Because you're just so serious. Like, why are you so serious, you know? And I can really relate to this energy because that's me. I am the emperor. That's Capricorn energy, like hardcore. And I get it. Like, I'm way too serious too. I'm actually not very serious, but people think I'm very serious. But I am serious in like my work, and maybe this pile is for me. I don't know. But I can definitely relate. And this pile is making me feel like I need to go have a good time today after I post this video, because this is like exactly what it's talking about. It's like the weekend, and technically like I'm working, right? And so it's like the same idea. It's like I want to like create this beautiful life, and like I want to do this, and like, but you're not satisfied, and you have to stop and enjoy the moment at some point. Like remind yourself to like, okay, I need to stop and enjoy just a little bit. Like I need to see like this beautiful life that I've created around me, and understand that I should be able to enjoy and hang out with people that I love and that love me and want to celebrate with me. Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 6 on like how to improve the energy, like for their animals, or like advice overall? Okay, so the High Priestess. It's the first piece of advice. What other advice do you have for pile 6? I don't know if I said pile 3, but pile 6. Cut it in half. Pile 6. Okay, the 9 of Swords. The Fool. Ooh, I love the Fool. We have the 6 of Swords. I keep forgetting that there's Roman numerals up there, although I'm not the best at Roman numerals, so I wouldn't be surprised if I like said the wrong thing. So I have to like count the swords, you know. Spirit, what other advice do you have? Yes, this one is perfect. The 5 of Swords, and one more piece of advice, Spirit. The Hermit. Okay, so it's like, especially because you're in this energy right now where there's like a lot going on, like you're juggling a lot, like you want to be on this new path and this new adventure, and like you have so many options in front of you, but it's like you need to understand that you're the High Priestess. Like you have so much knowledge right inside of you. Like you have all the answers right inside of you. If you would just quiet your mind and listen to what you have to say deep inside, and like what you want and what your heart's truest desires are, and like what will get you to this happily ever after, you'll know, like the cloud will lift and you'll know what your next decision is. And it's like you don't need to consult other people to tell you what you want, because you have the answers right in your mind. And this card is all about like your fears, and this girl is blindfolded, so she's like scared because she doesn't know what's going on around her. But the thing is that you can just take the blindfold off and understand that your fears are just fears. They're not true things. Like you only give them power if you give them power, you know? It's like my crystals, like I give them power, but other people could be like, oh, what is this, a rock? Like, you know? Or like you can give things power, like candles for like manifestations, but other people can just be like, oh, I'm just burning this candle. Like there's nothing behind it. There's no intent behind it. And so it's like, if you're putting this power into your fears, then they can become real things. And if you're just letting these fears, like, if you're just understanding that these fears are just fears and not giving them power, you're going to be much better off. And so it's like, just lift up that blindfold and understand that like these are just fears. They're not real things. Like I don't have to give power to these things that haven't even happened yet. And then the Fool. So the Fool is just kind of asking you to just jump in fearlessly to into the unknown. Like you don't have to always be so prepared. And I know being the Emperor, like you're like, oh, I need this structure. I need these rules. I need this stability. Like I need everything to be perfect. And like, you're going to like freak yourself out. But it's like, you're the Fool too. Like you can just be the Fool. You can jump in fearlessly. You can dive in off this cliff, into the ocean, into the water. Like you're having a great time and you're pursuing your dreams, and you don't have to always look before you leap. Like you can dive in and figure out the rest once you get in, you know? It doesn't always have to be clear cut. And this card right here is about leaving your worries and cares behind for the sake of your own well-being. It's like these worries aren't serving you. You don't need to be so worried about the future. You don't need to be so worried about what's going to happen next, or what will happen if you do this or this. It's like, just trust that the universe will catch you. It's time to jump in and trust that the universe got your back. The universe wants to take care of you, wants to help you reach your goals. And if you trust the universe and you build this relationship, the universe got your back. Like, I'm not lying. Like, this is facts. This is a fact. So this one is all about, like, I win, but at what cost? It's like, you know, you're holding these swords and your friends are walking away and you're just, like, trying to do it's basically like you're trying to do everything on your own, you know? And it's like, you don't have to do everything on your own. You can ask for help. You can trust others to help you, but you can't just trust them to show up. Like, you have to ask for help, and it's okay to ask for help, you know? I know you're the Emperor, like Capricorn energy, like you don't want to ask for help. You want to be a boss. You want to just like, I got it myself. Let me just keep stacking things on top of all of the things I already have to do, and I can get them done because I'm the Emperor and I don't need anyone's help. Like, but then it's like you're left alone, standing there exhausted, and like, why can't you just ask for help, you know? Why can't you just ask for help and allow people who love you to be there for you? It's not that hard, the Emperor. No, I'm just kidding. That's way harder said than done, or way easier said than done. Backwards. Way easier said than done, but it's important to just, like, you know, ask for help. Like, drop your ego down a little bit, take it down a notch, you know, and ask for help. And then the last piece of advice is, like, go inward and listen to your heart's truest desires. Like, same with the High Priestess. It's like, go inward, take time for yourself, time alone to reset, rejuvenate, like, understand what it is you want, what direction you want to go, and you're going to find this happiness. And your animals want this for you. Like, they see you as the Emperor and they just want you to, like, loosen up a little bit. Like, enjoy. Like, you've created so much. Like, you've done so much. They really, really appreciate you. They really respect you. Your pets are like, your boss. Like I said, you're like, yes, master. Like, that type of energy, right? So we're going to see what spirit animal your pet views you as. So your pet sees you as the dragonfly, which is like the master of light, illusion, and the mind, which that is interesting. This is like someone who has a lot of wisdom within them. And this is like somebody who awakens like this sense of wonder in other people. And it's a symbol of the mind, and it's always moving, it's shifting, things are changing, and it's considering, like it's worth considering, like, your quality of your mind and perception, like viewing things from a different perspective. Is your mind like still, or is it clear, or is it dreamlike, or is it just like, no, you know, it's cloudy, right? So it's like, at this moment in time, something might not be as you really perceive it. Like, it might not be what it appears in the first place. And like, that's kind of like how your animals see you. As like, at first glance, people might think that you're someone else, but then they get to know you deeper and realize that you're way deeper and light and loving and wise than they might have viewed from the outside. Like, they might have viewed you as like, oh, her Instagram, she has this many followers and she posts her fashion. It's like, dude, why do people have to judge a book by its cover, you know? Like, they don't see the deeper sides of you. And your animals see how deep you are and how wise you are. And they know that you have this light of wisdom that can always shine through. And when you're in balance, you see clearly, you're joyful, you're magical, you're beautiful, you're light. And when you're out of balance, you can't concentrate. You have like a super clouded, busy mind. So that's kind of like the energy right here. But it's going to improve, like, especially you have this this advice over here, and it's going to improve, and like you're balancing a lot, you know? And in order to bring you back into balance, it's important for you to focus on your breathing. And deep breathing, you know, breathing into the, all the way down into your tummy, like not just like short breaths in the chest, like, you know, like breathe deep, like all the way down, like let the air fill your body, like come back to consciousness. Spirit, we're going to look at some mudras, which is like hand positions when you're, you know, meditating, that can help you bring about better energy for yourself and for your pets. Or pets. Spirit, what mudra does pile 6 need to work on? Ooh, okay. I'm not sure which one. I think it was this top one, but I'm just going to double check. Spirit, please show me which mudra does pile 6 need to work on, Spirit. Okay. Now we know for sure. Spirit's like, okay, why you didn't listen to me the first time? So here they are. So number 1, fluidity. Just like this. Like this. I don't know if that was on camera, so. Fluidity, number 13. It's orange. So this assists with inner refreshment, emotional ease, and nourishment. The benefits are it releases muscular contraction, supports joints, and eases inflammation in the body. It cultivates emotional fluidity and calmness. Instructions. Place the right palm over the back of the left hand. Both hands facing downward. Keep all of the fingers stacked while extending the thumbs out to the side. Hold hands with fingers extending outward away from the abdomen. Your focus during this time should be gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. So you're just here and you're like gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. So this is like really, you know, this can really help you to relax and not be so stern and hard on yourself and in this energy of the Emperor. And then we have reverence. I like these because they're easy, like other piles, like my nails really cause problems. So number 40, it assists in divine union, inner silence, spiritual devotion. The benefits: cultivates inner awareness, reduces stress and blood pressure, assists prayer and devotion. Instructions: palm to palm, join the hands together in front of the heart center, with all the fingers touching and pointing upward. When you do this, as you have your hands in front of your heart just like this, you want to focus on this line right here. I bow with reverence to the divine heart within. I bow with reverence to the divine heart within. So these could really help if you want to meditate with these. That would be amazing. It would really help your energy. So that's all I have for you, pile 6. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way through. I really appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in my next video.